I'm Emily Drew from the Business Civic Leadership Center, and I'm here today with Margaret Coady, the Director of the Committee Encouraging Corporate Philanthropy. And she has agreed to talk to us today about CECP's 6th Annual Board of Boards CEO Conference that was held here in New York City on February 28th of this year. Margaret, could you tell us about the conference and some of the key takeaways?
This year's conference was titled Business at its Best, Maximizing Long-Term Profitability and Societal Impact. And it was a conference that brings together about 65 top corporate CEOs from around the world. In fact, this year we were lucky to have special delegations from China and the Middle East join us. And the conversation was led by the CEO of Pepsi, Ms. Indra Nooyi, and of Accenture, Mr. Bill Green, moderated by Charlie Rose. And the discussion was around how do we mobilize our entire business around solving societal problems in a way that's sustainable for companies. How can we choose the right issues and center our companies around solutions that we'll be able to stick with over time? And what's going to be at the heart of that sustainability is a return for the business at the same time that there's a return for society. And there were a lot of really interesting takeaways, I'd say, from the discussion. Some of it was on implementation. If you believe that this is possible, if you believe that companies can find a societal issue around which it makes sense to mobilize the business, how do you actually do that? How do you pick that issue? And what types of change management processes might have to be adapted to account for the fact that a societal issue is at the core of what you're trying to do? A lot of companies self-identified as struggling to find that societal issue. And some of the advice that came forward from the session was looking at where your company is going, looking at some of the pain points for your company, and then working backwards to see what societal issues might touch those pain points. Others understood how to deploy it, but wanted to talk a little bit more about how to scale a strategy like that. How do you mobilize the employees of your company to really own and live that strategy? And they talked about creating incentive structures and ground support for those types of ideas. We've summarized all of the findings from the conference, including the results of some live interactive polling that we had, in an executive summary report that's available for free as a download on CECP's website if you go to the events section, although for the time being it's also on our homepage. So encourage anyone with an interest in these ideas to go take a look.
Great, thank you very much.